On September 6, 2025, a sharp message from China's foreign ministry flashed across screens, a warning to the Philippines: stay out of Taiwan. This was no diplomatic nicety, it was a public line in the sand, escalating already tense relations. For months, Beijing and Manila have clashed over the South China Sea, but Taiwan's fate now looms as the most volatile flashpoint. The Philippines, just over 100 kilometers from Taiwan, is caught in the crosshairs of a major power struggle. For Filipinos, this isn't just politics. Over 150,000 of their countrymen work in Taiwan. Any conflict could spark a humanitarian crisis. The warnings from China are felt deeply in Manila, where every word and action is weighed for its potential consequences. The region is on edge, with the world watching as diplomatic disputes threaten daily life and stability. The South China Sea confrontations and Taiwan tensions are converging, creating a perilous environment. The international community sees this as more than a local spat. It's a test of influence in the Indo-Pacific. Every move is a step on a tightrope, where a single miscalculation could have devastating consequences. The stakes have never been higher for the Philippines and the region. Why is Taiwan so crucial? For China, it's an inseparable part of its territory. Reunification is non-negotiable. Any foreign support for Taiwan is seen as a direct challenge to Beijing's sovereignty. Globally, Taiwan is vital, a democracy and a tech powerhouse, especially in semiconductors that power everything from phones to missiles. A conflict here would disrupt the world economy and trigger a humanitarian disaster. The Philippines is just a short distance away, making any Taiwan crisis a direct threat to its security and economy. With a large Filipino community in Taiwan, Manila's concerns are both strategic and deeply personal. Economic ties with China are strong, but territorial disputes in the South China Sea fuel mistrust. The Taiwan issue now adds a dangerous new layer to an already combustible relationship. China's warnings to the Philippines have grown sharper and more public. In August, Beijing bluntly told Manila to stop playing with fire over Taiwan, demanding strict adherence to the One China principle. By September, the rhetoric moved to social media, with China's foreign ministry warning Philippine officials that meddling would bring harm. These threats were triggered by comments from President Marcos Jr., which Beijing saw as crossing a red line. China insists Taiwan is its internal affair, rejecting Manila's concerns about proximity and its overseas workers. The message: there's no room for foreign interference. Analysts say this reflects China's frustration with the Philippines' growing ties to the U.S. The overlapping disputes over the South China Sea and Taiwan are pushing the region closer to crisis. President Marcos Jr. sparked China's ire with a blunt statement: if war erupts over Taiwan, the Philippines can't stay neutral. He pointed to geography. The Philippines is on the front line, just across the Bashi Channel from Taiwan. More than strategy, Marcos emphasized the humanitarian stakes. Over 150,000 Filipinos in Taiwan would need protection and possible evacuation. His message was clear: this isn't about choosing sides, but about safeguarding Filipino lives. Manila has avoided escalating the rhetoric, choosing strategic silence in response to Beijing's warnings. The government is walking a tightrope, asserting national interests while trying to avoid a diplomatic breakdown. Marcos's stance is pragmatic, not provocative, focused on responsibility, not confrontation. The Philippines is preparing for the worst, hoping for the best. It's a delicate balance with no easy answers. As tensions with China rise, the Philippines is strengthening security ties with the U.S. and other partners. The U.S.-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty now explicitly covers attacks in the South China Sea. American forces have expanded access to Philippine bases, many near Taiwan and the contested sea. This increased military presence is a direct response to Chinese aggression. Manila is also deepening ties with India, signing new security agreements and launching joint naval patrols. These partnerships are reshaping the Indo-Pacific security landscape, aiming to deter Chinese moves. But this strategy carries risks, putting the Philippines squarely in the camp challenging China's ambitions. The hope that a stronger coalition will prevent conflict, not provoke it. The risk that miscalculation could escalate tensions even further. The Taiwan and South China Sea disputes are more than regional. They threaten global stability. The South China Sea is a vital trade route. Any conflict would disrupt economies worldwide. For Filipinos, the stakes are personal livelihoods, resources, and the safety of families in Taiwan are all at risk. ASEAN's unity is being tested, with member states divided over how to respond to China's assertiveness. The Philippines is likely to keep strengthening alliances, hoping to deter aggression without sparking war. The challenge: managing tensions without letting them spiral out of control. The world is watching, hoping diplomacy prevails over confrontation. The outcome will shape the future of the Indo-Pacific and the rules of the global order. In this high-stakes game, every decision matters. The next move could change everything.